Welcome, you guys. So, I feel like we finally have a light message. The two that I put out today. It's not as heavy as it used to be, but it's giving clear understanding as to why the heaviness was able to stagnate progress in such a manner. So I feel like stagnation is being cleared up slowly and surely. So patience and grace is going to help you, especially when your body is healing from narcissistic abuse. Okay. Um, this is a time for you to become aware of how amazingly talented you are, of how well balanced you are, okay? This is a time for you to acknowledge that you deserve the love of a lifetime, that what you have to say is important, that your feelings matter, and that who you choose to be is enough, okay? This is a time for you to, be wise about who you share communication with. You know, be mindful that just because individuals may say, I love you, watch how, you can tell a lot about a person within 72 hours. How they carry themselves in those 72 hours to, uh, uh, to build a foundation speaks volumes, okay? Um, if you're dealing with someone who's like pressing themselves on you within the first 72 hours, and it's, and their reason is, well, that new feeling you get when you just met someone. Well, yeah, but why aren't you practicing self-discipline? This is showing signs of codependency, and you can help them by not being available. They're more of and they'll show you how they normally have associations with other people, you know. So this means that they're extremely, forward in trying to create a connection within the first 72 hours. More than likely, they're going to negatively impact your routine. There's no reason you should be changing your routine around upon meeting somebody new. I remember I used to put myself in situations where I would meet people where I would change my whole schedule around for them, okay? I'm taking accountability and saying I chose to do that. So I attracted individuals who were like, you willing to accommodate everything for me? Shit, go ahead. I got a lot of help I need. And I got taken advantage of. So this also showed me where I was codependent. Now, healing codependency was hard as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. Healing codependency was like it hurt to move. It hurt to, let's say you got your ass beat and you're lying on the ground. It hurts to lay on the ground, but it also hurts to get up at the same time. So it's like you at a crossroad. Even though it's gonna hurt to get back up, and I might get my ass beat down again while I'm at my weakest physically in this moment, it's hurting staying down here on the ground as well. You know, when you just sit there and lay down and stay in the funk after getting your ass beat, paranoia creeps up and you start thinking to yourself, shit, they gonna come back and hurt me. Oh shit. But literally, people who do stuff like that, even if it's, not even physically doing this, people who do stuff like that, they just want you to stay down. If they go above and beyond to keep kicking you while you down, this says how they feel about themselves. So this is telling me that a lot of us have been seeking love from people that do not know love. And we have had people that do not know love create these very stressful situations, bruh, where we've had laws being created to basically make it so that the stupid shit they do, they can get away with it. When you become aware of this shit, you start to realize, I do deserve the love of a lifetime. I'm not accepting your crumbs. And if you try to make me uncomfortable in order to get me to bow down to this low quality, low vibrational bullshit, I'm going to get justice. You know? Is where it's safe for me to be emotional. The fact that you're choosing to be emotionally manipulative, that's not gonna fly here. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and if you try to silence my voice, I'm going to speak louder and find out exactly why you're trying to silence me. And I know you want me to be somebody else, but I'm refusing to be somebody else. It takes too much work to be somebody else, and I'm enough just as I am. And, you know, if I were you too, I'd like myself as well. This is a time for us to understand that our high standards when it comes to having connections is valid. If people are saying your standards are too high, that's why you're by yourself most of the time. That's why your goals unrealistic. Your goals haven't happened yet. Let them talk. Literally, they're just trying to find out what you're doing and how you're doing it. What you're doing is actually going to stick long term. They see this. And they want to be able to come, you know, get access to it. They at least want you to be able to, you know, toxic people want you to be open and explain, no, this is what I'm doing. But okay, I'll show you. Oh my gosh, I'm showing you. Why aren't you even to the point where you just worn down emotionally and you just like, what you want? And they're smiling and laughing because they feel like, we got you, bro. We got you. We got you, sis. I've had so many people steal my ideas. Or you got the people that when they finally see the ideas, they can't actually carry it out. So they don't want you to remember it, so they try to get rid of it. Because they can recognize that what you have to offer to this world is so big, the fact that their minds are so closed, there's no way they're going to be able to overshadow you. So a lot of us are just cutting ties with toxic people who keep trying to normalize their toxicity, you know, and say that we're close. I make mistakes. You know, we have arguments, but people are starting to look at this is how you maintain peace. And it's very important to maintain peace because people's health is being impacted. If you're around somebody that just can't enjoy the stillness of a beautiful day in the park and they just gotta get on the phone and, girl, let me tell you what, Or if you're around a nigga that's constantly just touching on you too much and you like, hold on, I know the sex is good, but give me some space, bro. Give me space. If you have to, you know, consistently tell codependent people to give you space, it's obvious they don't respect your boundaries. So a lot of us are just cutting ties with all belief systems that say we have to endure having close relationships, communication-wise, with individuals who don't respect our boundaries. There's no reason I should be telling you the same boundary over and over again. Should I be telling you that this makes me uncomfortable? If you know this makes me uncomfortable, why would you keep doing it? Why is it if you push me away to the point of no return, you want to act like everything's good? How about you take some accountability and responsibility? Because this is where a lot of us are just simply saying, look, let me be accountable for the role I'm playing in this, in the fact that this boundary is not being respected. When you become aware and self-master to understand how you're contributing to lack of boundaries in a relationship, individuals who know what the fuck they're doing, if they have the audacity to keep creating situations for you that can make your life difficult by, you know, saying, well, I knew this aspect of this person. Let me keep bringing this up. I'm picking up on past energies that want to keep you stuck in the past because they don't want you to shine brighter than them. So I'm picking up on people that was basically trying to, you know, gaslight you out of your destiny to now they want to be like, yes, that's my sister, that's my brother, that's my cousin, yo. I live next door to that person. Yeah. So a lot of times, a lot of community gang stalking used to go unnoticed because of this this bandwagon type bullshit. But what's happening now, though, is very funny. All the people, the niggas that was jumping on the bandwagon, they starting to see they can't keep up with the vibe you put out. They can't keep up. So this is what's having them just stand back and watch from afar. And this is what's going to attract to you the right people. Because I feel like if you're watching this, listening to this, you probably had individuals who just said, to hell with your boundaries. I'm going to use the bandwagon tactic to basically wear you down so I can get access to you, so I can do what the fuck I want with you, how I want it. We're dealing with individuals who like to basically steal anything just to keep food on the table, when they're not realizing you don't have to steal to keep food on the table. So the fact that we have all these resources that's telling you how to stop fucking people over and then expecting people to forgive you every time you apologize, this is where people are starting to understand. I'm not going to keep having my emotions up and down around people that don't understand me. This is where we're listening to our hearts. What happens when you have a ton of toxic emotions? Let me tell you. You don't have stability. You know, so the beautiful thing about this reading is a lot of us are gonna, when we least expect it, we're gonna meet people just like us, open-minded, have healthy boundaries, not where, you know, oh my gosh, I'm triggered again. Let me just give into this codependency. No. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Where they're gonna hold us accountable. But they're also going to give us, you know, effective criticism back when we need it. Hey, I see that you're, you know, working through something. I can see that, and I actually admire you for being a woman or man enough to, you know, go through the growing pains. If you want a way to make that process easier, this works for me. It may not work for you, but it could work for you. If you're open to receiving it, I got you. And this is where we can form friendships with people who, when they understand that emotional triggering, heart healing is a difficult process, they're not going to keep making things difficult for people. So this is such a beautiful reading because you're about to meet some very gifted people. And I was about to say guilty, but guilty people who targeted these gifted people are now experiencing a lot of changes. You know, what's interesting is that the guilty parties who have targeted the gifted individuals, they already saw that there was better friendship offers for them. There was better romantic offers for them. And they tried to create these environments of exclusivity because they were afraid that if they were afraid of what would happen to them if they did not get to experience this lavish lifestyle. So a bunch of individuals, they really wanted to make you feel, they try to gaslight you out of your destiny. And now they're starting to see, while it may have taken years for all this gaslighting and gossip to come to the surface, when you understand how much gaslighting and gossip that is being removed on your behalf, you'll realize that there's a lot of individuals that just realize they cannot outrun karma. Now let's get the last message. So be mindful, you know, that as you're enjoying, you know, learning to trust yourself and open up to the right individuals, the guilty parties that helped you go into an independent direction, that helped you find balance during very tumultuous times, forgive them for trying to turn your heart dark. And this is going to help, you know, you feel the emotions of all these new experiences much more deeper and fuller because you weren't put here to suffer and feel numb. Feeling emotions is a very sensual process, and have a good day.